Welcome to the Pagan Playground, the YouTube Pagan channel. Week 9. Do you keep a journal of your experiences? And I have the sniffles. I'm doing this kind of as a batch thing since I'm here alone and can kind of freely vomit my thought, which is pretty much what my channels are. So, and I'm also got a cold, so I'm working on a cough drop now. This, do I have a journal of your experiences? I'm a Gemini, air element. I like gathering information. You know, that's something I'm good at. That's my thing. That's, you know, stick me in a library and have me research things. Oh, hell yeah. If I could get paid for that, bring it on. So, yeah. So, I have so many different journals and books and pieces of paper that this is part of the research that I was doing on the gods here that I've got to add to the other researches I've been doing. And, you know, yeah, that's why I have a lot of paper. And I have multiple journals. This one being, this was going to be my BOS, and I think I cannibalized a like medical book type thing folder where I think you pay for, I can't even remember where I found it. It might have been like the will, or a friend gave it to me or something. One of those things where you like every week you get a different packet of like the neural system and the different systems of the body, and after so long you get like the whole book, and this is the folder, and it was like the perfect size, not too big, not too little. And I made this out of plastic canvas, and that's the back, and that's the tab that closes it. But it's kind of annoying because you have to alter the pages to fit. So this is 8.5 by 11 notebook paper, and I kind of hate wasting paper. The guilt of the sorry, Earth. So you kind of have to like cut it to size. So I did 2 bigger ones, which you might. So, tell you what, I'll just show you. I won't dig them out, but those 2 are based on the same design. The first one that has the notes there is for the Wheel of the Year, which has my notes for the Esbits and Sabbats. And the one in the back, which looks like the one I just showed you but bigger, has all the general stuff. You know, your typical Book of Shadows information like recipes and general notes. And I try. Now, I used to be able to draw and stuff like that, but I have crap for penmanship. Welcome to my English. I mean, I can't find utensils that'll keep up with, you know, people make fun of me for like, why do you want the 0.5 millimeters? Because it's a soft enough lead that can kind of keep up with my hand, even though my hand can't keep up with my brain. So this book has all the stuff for my channel, my Pagan Playground channel. Like I just told you about those, my Book of Shadows. I did start an actual kind of journal of sort of my journey, but it kind of just got redundant, or just wasn't me. Though I do have, I don't know if I should call it a journal or a workbook, that if I do anything at the altar, if I cast circle for any reason whatsoever, I actually found that template online, and I reach it. Yeah, short arms actually accomplish something. And I make all the books myself, because heaven forbid if you can find anything that actually fits your needs. And I think I found the picture online. I just printed it up. And I think it was Thoth who puked all over my thing here. It was his candle. In magical record. And, you know, the type of ritual, the date, the time, the moon phase, the weather, who's involved, what tools you use, you know, that information. So I record that information right here, and that always stays on my altar. That I cannot get to right now. And as far as like a diary type thing, I gotta catch up on my Wicca year and a day. And I've already print it up next year for another year and a day, and it's Matthew something or other. And it's still a bit expensive, so I'm hoping by the end of this I can get that one. So, and this is what I created. One of the Broderbund programs I used to do desktop publishing, which is kind of how I do my pages for my Book of Shadows, where my penmanship is so crappy and stuff, which was the thought I was trying to get to. I figured, wait a minute, okay, this isn't going to work. I'm going to use the natural-based, cotton-based paper. I'm like, well, I'm just going to print up on it, because that's where my skills are. I can read it. It's something that I enjoy doing. It fits better, you know, instead of trying to do this all by hand, and it's just not natural for me, because that's not one of my better skills. So I'm like, okay, fine, we'll do it that way. So it's the same program I used for this, and every morning, and I think that's a question coming up, I pull a card from, at the moment, the Energy Oracle deck. Originally it was the Unicorn deck, but I kind of kept kind of got bored of it, and it just felt like I was called to use that deck. So the card and that information goes here. If it's like a Sabbath or an Esbit or some important date, I'll put that here. This information is, you know, the mood phase and the time and all that stuff. This is sort of the diary part, you know, what I did today. Then this is the notes for the Wicca year in a day. So I guess this would be my actual journal. And good lord, if I couldn't find a blue pen. I tried, this was just too dark, so when you write in black it disappears in the background. So finally found the blue pen so I can actually read what I've written. And this I found online again. And the artist is Anne Stokes, 2008. And it was just so flippin' cool. I hope I have enough pages. So that is sort of the more journal-y journal. As I said, I gotta kind of catch up. I've been slacking with my Wicca year in a day by like a week. So yes, I have a buttload of journals that sort of do different things. I did one on tarot stuff. I'm still kind of getting the feel of the tarot oracle type of thing, so I only pull one card until I'm, you know, connected enough where I can feel I can expand for like more. So I do have a journal for those specific type of readings. I'm sure I have journals for every other conceivable type of thing I might want to record. Yes, I kind of like that type of thing. So as far as like experiences, the last one I showed you is probably the most accurate, because I record the experience of what I do today, most of which was just sort of snoozing as per my cold. And my experiences, well, I think the oracle kind of might fit in that too, because it's kind of funny. Only recently I've kind of figured out kind of how to get like the upside down, because there's a negative and a positive to these decks. And I would read both the positive and the negative because I couldn't figure out how to shuffle them. And it would kind of fit the situation kind of after the fact. So I'm kind of out of sync. But, yep. That is probably my best journal. And I've actually been fairly good. I eat traumatic childhood experience with a diary. But, being someone who likes to record information, this is right up my alley. And I think it is kind of important too. And I think various authors have mentioned, you know, recording. That way you can kind of see how far you've come and kind of see what works and what didn't, and, you know, something nice to have, you know, as a record of your journey. And if you're bringing up little, you know, petite pagans, maybe it'll help them too. So it's definitely a good idea to have. It might not be as extreme as I am, but, you know, it's worth a shot. So that is week 9. Do you keep a journal of your experiences? Thank you for watching, and blessed be.